Uh, yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to
Um,
my channel, Nadeem Wellness. So today I'm going to interview.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Today I'm going to interview with Mrs. Jhansi Premanand, who is inspiration to a lot of Rotarians, and she's doing a great job of inspiring people. And always she spends time with the kids, very little sweet kids. So I think that's the secret for her happiness and healthiness. So I just wanted to interact and find out more from her. So, ma'am, can you just say, I mean, what is your secret for healthy living?
See, healthy living is our mind should be happy.
Okay.
Mind should be free from other thinkings,
Yes.
and you must have good health. Must have fitness.
Mhm.
All this combined together keeps somebody happy, or not only somebody, everyone will be happy. At least.
Okay. So, so what do you do? Like you exercise, you do yoga, pranayama, anything, or what kind of thing?
Uh,
Lifestyle.
yeah, I used to do yoga when I was young for a long before.
Okay.
I used to do alasana and all that.
Hmm.
But now, as the age is advancing, some of the asanas I am not able to do it.
Hmm.
But I do pranayam and some neck exercise and small light exercises, I can say. I'm doing every day, almost moving my joints and all different, the moving the neck, moving the hands, and walking little bit. All these things every day continuously I'll do it. Even lying on the bed also I'll do. Moving my hands, rotating my hands, neck and chest, shoulders, everything.
Can I know what is
And
your age?
my age, I just completed 79.
Oh wow. So
I'm just entered into
eight,
my 8th decade.
oh wow, great.
Yeah.
and and now people are actually suffering with corona. What do you think, like what is happening now?
See, Corona, I feel the immunity everyone are telling and doctors are telling, and we also know it.
Hmm.
The immunity if we have in the body, then it's very easy to conquer all these infections and all that.
Okay.
That is from the childhood. We must see that all kids also will grow with the immunity. That is, the parents have to take care of it.
Yeah, it's a very good advice because a lot of parents, they're not taking care of their kids. They are putting them into fast foods and making them.
Yes.
They're not drinking the normal water. They're all very this thing. So they have to be a little more immune for to face any challenges in life. Thank you for that advice.
Now, even drinking normal water is one should be immune.
Yeah.
Suppose if you goes on giving the boiled water to the child from the
Yes.
childhood,
Yeah.
it's very difficult tomorrow when the child grows and goes to the other places apart from the house or the city, other places, even abroad and all, he will be affected easily with some disease or something, because there is stomach problems, everything. Many people they say, "Oh, this place is not suiting me." When
Yeah.
they get transfers, when they go for education and all that, it's all psychological. The way they brought up and all that.
Yeah.
So
So
that
now,
immunity they had to develop from the childhood, and the mindset also they should remove it from this. They should be able to adjust anywhere without going to the negative thing.
yeah. So a lot of
Like
people have stress nowadays. So what do you think? Why people are getting so much of stress nowadays?
stress also, I think it is one self-made, I feel.
Okay. Okay.
See, if you plan properly, even if you're, then if you do the things in a whole day, from the morning to the night, whether you work or family or your travel or whatever, the office work, anything with the kids and all, even with the family, one should have that mind adjustment
Hmm.
for every situation.
Right.
That is more important. Otherwise, if it goes on, feel it's a psychological. Some of the things is very psychological,
Hmm.
and some exhaust. If it feel, oh my God, something is happened to me. I've to. That's what they should not feel like that. What I feel. Generally, in my life, I never did.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think they are not contented with life. They want more and more. They were comparing with others. So people who is contented with whatever they have, actually this corona or this lockdown is going to teach a lot of youngsters how to be
Correct.
contented, how to be happy. I
Correct.
think,
Very important.
yeah.
I think now all the youngsters, everyone, not only youngsters, even adults, children, everyone, they will come to accept the small kids. They can't understand. But all other ages,
Yeah.
I think they will learn in future.
Yeah.
It's a very good opportunity for them to change their mindset, to change their lifestyle, to change their day-to-day life, everything, even at home, at office, everything, even about the cleaning and all that, to keep oneself clean and even surroundings to keep clean, office table or something, even at home also. This all going to help a lot the people now.
Hmm. So I think whatever happening is rebooting itself. Nature is flourishing. Nature is
Correct.
rebooting itself.
Yeah,
Similarly, human beings can reboot themselves physically, mentally. It is going to help them
correct,
a lot.
correct.
Financially, obviously, people are going to face a lot of challenges, but at
That
least,
is true.
uh, but
Yeah,
but at least this is a time to reboot themselves physically, mentally, and
correct.
try to be contented. So, can you just share a little bit about Rotary when you joined and what is your journey in Rotary?
I joined very late Rotary,
Okay.
not like all of other people. I
Okay.
joined when I was completed 50 years,
Okay.
you know. Before that, also we were into the service activities and all that, but in a different names. We were in the Mahila Mandals and in the college unions and all that. We used to collect funds for the fundraising. All that we used to do. And Rotary, of course, I joined in 1989.
Okay.
So that is the year when the women were entered into the Rotary. And by the by, today is our Rotary founder president's birthday, Paul Harris.
Okay.
So wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Because of
Same to you.
him,
Yeah.
today we're all on Rotarians.
Yes. Thank you.
The
And
thought which he got that day in 1905, when he wanted to start the Rotary Club, that was a great thought.
mm,
Generally, many people they don't get, that is the great thought what he thought, because different professionals, he wants them friendship and fellowship among the professionals. So that is the way he started with 4 professionals,
mm,
that 1905. That inspiration also he got from one of his friends.
yeah.
Once his friend, he went with his friend, they were going in one of the street city, and everyone wishing their friend hello, 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 like that, shopkeepers and all. Then Paul Harris thought, when he came after that, why so many people are wishing him? He
mm,
was known in that profession because of the profession. Then that idea has planted a seed in his mind. Why can't we start with professionals like that?
mm,
Because that friend helped him, taking him on the street.
mm,
So feeling that, Paul Harris thought a new idea, and he contacted 4 of his friends,
mm,
and with 4 people they started meeting, you know, in one of the in rotation their offices. That's why it's called Rotary. The
right.
name came because of the rotation.
Rotation.
So
Okay.
they used to meet in their own offices and all that.
Mm,
And slowly, then it went on 2 years like that. Slowly, then it spread like that. They want to say, okay, let us go out of the boundaries. Then they wanted to meet other professionals and all that. And then actually they had a club formation association. Paul Harris was not the president. He was the third president for the Rotary, actually.
okay.
They
Okay.
elected some other.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 4-5 years when they had in a Rotary Association in Chicago, that time he has been elected as a president for the Rotary Association.
Okay.
That is
But
the thing. He
actually,
has never been the
huh,
president of Rotary.
Rotary
So
is
I am
very,
very glad I entered into that, because this is all my thanks to go to all the women in America who fought for the entry of the women
hmm,
before 1989. Because they, I think before that 3 years, 4 years, it took for them. They went to the court, they
hmm,
fought, and then they joined the Rotary Club's 2 meetings, but they didn't allow. So at last, in Singapore Convention and our Rotary Convention, it was admitted women. So we are very happy. Our hats off to all those women who worked very hard for our entry. Today we are doing their service. We found a good organization to do something in our life,
okay.
I can say.
Yeah, I think you have donated or contributed to Rotary. Uh, this is for the um, some trust you have created, or
No, I didn't prepare any. I don't have any trust at all. It's my own personal.
okay, okay,
Rotary Foundation. It's because not only me, everyone are donating to
yes, yes,
Rotary.
yeah,
But even some of the private non-Rotarians also they do it.
yeah,
No, I don't have any trust.
okay, okay,
It's my my personal.
awesome, yeah. So actually, this is a time actually Rotary has to do something on this Corona thing, but after the lockdown is cleared, so the whole the focus is changing now. In a lot of meetings, we are all doing meetings online. So
I know.
hopefully, we will try to work and try to bring back the
Yeah, that change is going to come. Recently, I heard the speech of the president-elect next year. Somewhere in the Zoom meetings only, I heard about him.
yeah.
And he said, yes, definitely the change is going to come.
Hmm.
And this is only, Corona has given an experience to go through, opportunity to go through that. We have started it.
Right.
And next year, definitely most of the meetings will be on June.
Yeah.
Even recently, I went to the June, 300 people participated.
Hmm.
300 people they
Okay.
participate. Even pets, everything, our Rotary, they
Yeah.
have different meetings. I think they're going to do it on, even they want to reduce the cost of the traveling, cost of the hotel, everything no people has to spend.
Yeah.
It's going to come down
Come
now
down.
in
Yeah.
Rotary. It's going to come down.
So actually, whenever I see you in the school, I think you have opened your school 50 years back, right?
Yes, 1969.
Yeah, I see the same enthusiasm, same joy of going to the school. That's actually inspires a lot. So after working for 50 years, still you have a love, still you have the passion for your work. So
I know.
we all should have learned from you and try to do whatever we are doing, try to do better. So thanks for inspiring. And
Yeah, I'm very glad it's somehow I was sustaining into that.
yeah.
It's only one's own liking, whatever job you can do.
Hmm.
If it's really, if you love it, if you really, you put your everything into the job,
Yeah.
your work.
So I still remember when we are going to Guntur, you started
Yeah, I know. I
dancing.
still remember.
You
A lot of
start
dance you
dancing
went
on
with
the bus.
yeah.
So really
So
hats
that
off to you.
photographs are still with,
Yeah.
that photographs are still with me.
Yeah. So that's
No,
what
that
I,
is what beauty of the Rotary,
yeah.
because of the Rotary, we have a lot of friends, everything. No, that is the beauty of the Rotary. It's a
Yes.
family, Rotary family. You can all feel it. That friendship goes. Because the Rotary motto also is like that. See, because the world peace to achieve, it is the friendship and international understanding is more necessary. For that, Rotary is the bond for that.
Mm.
Now even we have got Rotary Peace Centers, everything, but it's a very little. But this way, Rotarians, if they meet and connect each other and all, and when they bring out their children with the uh, becoming them as peace builders and all, giving them good habits, giving them good manners, what is life needs it, academic achievement, because the life education also is more important for everyone to live. Now,
So,
that is why Rotary is really concerned about.
if you want to give 3 points to the next generation uh, of your whole life's this thing learnings, so can you give 2 3 points to the next generation?
I think the one is they, I don't call it as a goals or something,
Hmm.
because the goals depends upon the age and all that.
Right,
Because
right.
the younger age, they don't know anything.
Yes.
And even up to the secondary level also, it's very difficult. When they come to the 10th class, 9th class, a little bit they'll understand
Hmm.
and which line they go. And later, of course, again they'll change because parents' pressure or friends, peers' pressure or everything, they change it. But whatever it is there in the life, whichever way you are going in, take it happily, go ahead, you do some research in that, and then later you'll find it easy. So any job in the world, one can do it. Depends upon your knowledge about that job. So knowledge is very important.
So you are trying to say you follow your dreams, whichever
Yeah,
you like it, because what is happening nowadays is parents or some other people are pushing them in the areas where they don't like it. So your advice to people: do what you love.
that is only the family's connections.
Yes.
Because most of the families, if they have, if they're doctors, they'll do, if they're engineers, they'll do, or if they're business people, because they don't want to take others, they'll take family members, they'll run the businesses, generations to generations.
Yeah.
Most of those families we find this. But
Mm.
if you come to a middle class family, they don't have all this assistance.
Okay.
So they have to go out and do it. And if you go to the still lower income group, they don't have these high dreams.
Right.
For them, day to day happy food, day to day happy, because they don't think all these things. They need only living, small place, and happy food and all. So it's all different age group, different people, different financial situations in the backdrop. No, it all depends upon that.
Okay. So that's the one point. The second point.
And the second point, wherever you are, whatever you take it up, do it completely with your own heart.
Okay.
Then you will come up in the life.
Right.
That is second
Okay.
point I'll see.
Yeah.
And later, whatever they do, whatever family life or business life or whatever it is life or working life, wherever they are, once they do the family, because as we grow, life will be changing and we'll be moving through different paths we'll be going and all that. But please change according to that. Keep change in the mind and be happy, satisfied, and tolerance. Tolerance is more important for a person, whether he or she. Throughout the life, tolerance is important. Throughout the life. And adjusting changes, adjusting situations, adjusting this thing, and be that all these things keeps you mind calm. If you don't have this, oh my God, you are emotionally will upset, all the different problems comes. So the tolerance, calmness, understanding, and we just keep, suppose if you don't like, you can keep away. You need not go near after some time. Later, things will change time.
Mm.
These are all the things we should understand, and love and affection to the people, humanity, because all people are same throughout the world. Every human being is same throughout the world. Either color changes or country changes or language changes or habits changes. That's wherever we are born, we learn all that. But if you take the skeleton of the body, it's same.
Right.
There
So
is no difference.
what actually
Function of the body.
yeah, thank you. What actually drives you? You do a lot of adventures. You go to Antarctica. You go to many places. Uh, so what
Yeah,
drives you?
I like, because I love to see the nature, especially nature. I'm very close to that,
Hmm.
and especially going adventures and all that, because I want to see many places, because this is what I learned when I started my own school. When I went to the other countries, I used to visit schools and I used to see what they teach. Because whatever it is, nothing extra, we're not teaching it. But that age, the kindergarten age,
Yeah.
throughout the world is everything is curriculum is same. You
Yeah.
can't teach more than that. It's
But how?
only the thing is how to teach methods, different methods. Even ABC we can teach in 100 methods.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 we can teach in 100 ways.
Right.
Even though there are so many curriculums are there, so many theories are there, so many theories were invented, so many are Popelli is there, Montessori is there, everything is there. But you should not blindly follow that. Even you must have your own innovation, and that to day it depends upon each child, each group. That every day it changes sometimes
Okay.
according to the situation. You must be very creative, you must be very innovative, and you must have that sixth sense what I should do that particular time. You know, that is more important for every adult, every teacher, I think.
Okay.
That's more important. Otherwise, so many theories, curriculums, it's all coming now. New names are coming, new methods are. They say everyone are going some methods and all. But at the end, it's the same. But that age, we can't teach more than that. So only we have to follow that and do whatever you can do better in an innovative way. You can.
Mm-hmm.
But now that 21st century, everyone are talking about 21st century now. And theories are changing it now.
Mm.
Before theory, the 4Cs has come: collaboration, communication, or critical thinking. What is a critical thinking? It's there. Only have to give freedom to the child.
Yeah. They're
It's
just.
not a new one.
Yeah. They're just.
Collaboration is not a new one.
Yeah. They're just using the word.
Communication is not a new one. It all depends upon the teachers. It depends upon the
Hello.
this is one now. So that is we had to change according to the children are changing. The new generation is different. What I used to see, the generation started generation 1969. Parents are different, children are different. Children are exposed to so many things now. Parents are talking with them and all that. There's a lot of changes there. So the new 21st century, I went through all so many sites. I went through on the system and all that. But everything is same. Only the thing is what we used to teach, don't teach. You also will learn from the children now. The way you put questions, the way you give material, you watch what they do, according to that you teach. This is the thing. You learn, teachers will learn, and the children will learn. At the same time, even parents. The 21st century is not only in the schools. They have to start with the house.
Mm.
What you are creating for your child, the opportunities in the house. See, the creative mind, how you teach. Collaboration, how you teach at home. Communication skills, how you teach.
Yeah.
Critical thinking, how you teach at home with your home environment. That's also important. Small things. So you have to see now that next year curriculum is going to change. They said, of course, we know the curriculum and all that, but we have seen all that things and all. And material is not changed much. Of course, few additions it is added to that. But how you put to the child, the teachers has to be trained. That's very, very important. If the teacher is born innovative, the child is born people is not difficult. They will change anyway, and they will grasp the things and change. But the teachers can't just they come and join the teachers and they don't think and all. Whatever we give, they do it. Such teachers is a problem. First they have to understand what's the 21st century, what is the change and all. That's what we had to put into the teachers. We had to give them examples. We had to give them the material to read. We had to show them these all the things also very important.
I think we have to take a role model of Abdul Kalam, Swami Vivekananda.
Yeah, Abdul Kalam, you see, the science, he was always after the science. Even now you see, because vaccine,
Yes.
Unless till the vaccine is created, we're all worried now.
Yeah. Right.
Same thing, chickenpox, it has come. Polio.
Mm.
Polio, it has started so many years. I know the case of polio. When I was very young, I used to see that boy and girl. She never used to walk. She used to drag on the floor and all that.
Yes. Yes.
Parents were worried. They couldn't send her anywhere.
Mm.
And later we put her in Andhra Sabha Madras hostel. Even till today, Andhra Sabha hospital, if you go at Madras, there are 30, 40 children. They can't walk, they can't stand, they can't sit. All helpers are helping them. They're all polio attacked.
Yeah. So I
I
think.
feel sorry for them, you
Yeah.
know, because now, afterwards, now recently, we're not able to get polio with them.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
all very old.
Yeah. Thanks to
It's
Rotary.
all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That vaccine, it took so many years to prepare the polio vaccine
Mm.
for the scientists. And now we have very less scientists in the country. Everyone are going for IT.
Mm.
Everyone are going, before it was doctor, MBBS and all. Now it's so many are going on IT, many are starting their own startups and all that. But things are changing now. The scientists are very few now in
Yeah.
our country. So there
So,
is a need. That's why Abdul Kalam was emphasizing, wherever he was going to any school meeting, he used to say, science, science, science.
yeah.
For even a small thing, they should start thinking innovative way. Uh, Once if that mind works, they can do wonders, children.
I,
Especially the kids are very intelligent children now.
I think
They can do wonders.
India have a lot of science from the thousands of years. So we have to invent all that science and get the
Yes,
solution
correct.
for the problems.
Very much, because now we have to depend on this nature,
Yeah.
electricity. Now the power problems we are going to face it in future.
Yeah.
Food problems, water problems, all these things we are going to have it. So we should control all these things. So we need youngsters, because it's okay. Our age group is over. Now
Mm.
the youngsters, another generations to come.
Yeah.
These things, a lot of changes are going to come now. So now itself we have to try this for the future generation.
We have to learn
What we
from nature.
with
We have to learn
daily
from nature.
needs, daily needs, productions and all that, it's population is growing. Even sometimes we are losing, but still it's growing.
Yes.
All these things we need thinking heads now.
Right.
Thinking heads, research heads. These are more important than just going and do the paperwork and coming back, taking the salary and coming back.
Yeah.
So we need more of this type of people. We need children that grow into that.
Okay. Thank
I
you
think
for.
now the kids are very intelligent. They
Yeah.
do it.
Thank you for a
They
nice
do.
interaction with you.
Yeah.
And
And nice talking to you, because we are learning so much about fitness from you only.
thank
We
you.
see your you see your videos and all that. We are following it.
Thank you so much. I am going to make a video on yoga and prevention of corona or
Okay.
any viruses through
Yeah.
pranayama techniques. I'll just share you in the
Yeah.
evening.
Definitely. Definitely. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
really enjoy,
Thank you so much.
and we want to improve, because we are waiting. Because people like you are keeping the society fit.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you are keeping the society fit. Fitness is very, very important. See, today I'm able to do myself work and all because of my health.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I know my friends, even for my age,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
lost friends. I
Hmm.
lost so many friends, and some friends are not able to climb the steps.
Hmm.
So I believe the fitness, because my father taught us as a college student. We used to walk a lot with father. He was a good walker.
Hmm.
And later we learned everything from him, good habits and all that. My mother and all that,
Yeah.
food and all. Never forced us to eat outside, you know. So fitness is very, very important. Really, I'm very glad to talk to you today.
Thank you.
And you are the model to all of us, because our age, where you are doing it, and your children also. How is your son?
Yeah. Daughter.
Daughter,
Yeah.
all
That guy
fine.
is went back. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Brazil. He went back, and my daughter.
Even you are better off also. Both of you are doing wonderful video.
Thank
Then
you. Thank
both
you. Thank you so much.
they should follow.
Yeah.
Because it's all, they have to learn how to do it home together, cooperating each other, helping each other, enjoying at the same time. Companionship, that is more important.
Yes.
That is a very good video you're done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah,
So,
I think meeting is getting over. I'll call you again.
okay, thank you. Bye.